Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Fourth, and with this sad subject, I'm gonna wait for my audience to get in here, so some of you will show up, and so I can. Of course, you've seen the title already. That what already I have to talk about here, but it's very sad to announce this, and that is that. As of today, the Tommy and Krystal podcast is officially canceled, and the reason is because Krystal is really busy right now. She has other things she has to do in her life, so she's a very busy lady, and fortunately, as of now, there will not be a Tommy and Krystal podcast every other Wednesday, because she during this epidemic she has to pick up work. So right now, as of now, there will not be a Tommy and Krystal podcast right now. It saddens me. It really saddens me to have to bring an end to such a great podcast between two. We're still friends. Me and Krystal are still friends. Um, it just it hurts right here to have to end this podcast. And I love doing the podcast with Krystal. I love talking with her, and I just as of now, me and Krystal are still friends, and we're still talking on the phone. But because of her work schedule, um, she cannot get off on Wednesdays to do the podcast. So until I hear further notice from Krystal, the Tommy and Krystal podcast is canceled. But when this COVID thing is over, me and her will be getting back together, and we will be doing a movie review. We'll be doing vlogs together, hanging out, maybe doing some TikToks together. But as of now, um, the Krystal and Tommy podcast is canceled, and it saddens me to see such a great show shut down so early. And I love doing the podcast with her. I'm sure that you guys loved hearing her and doing the podcast, hearing the podcast that me and her provided for you. But here on the 4th, this the day will be marked at the day that the Tommy and Krystal podcast was canceled. And I hope that your 4th is going well. And I hope that, you know, that you're doing okay. I'm really, I'm kind of sad. I am really sad to not do the podcast with Krystal. Like, I love working with Krystal, and she is one of my best friends, and I love doing work with her. Working with her and doing all the stuff that we do together. And it's sad to see such a great show get canceled. And it will come back. I promise you, we will come back with a podcast when Krystal is ready. I told Krystal at any time she feels like she doesn't want to do the podcast, just to tell me, and I would cancel it. But if you think I'm being dramatic, I've only done a few episodes of this show, but there will be, when I can find good guests. I mean, not there's when I can find a guest for Tommy Talks, there will be guests for Tommy Talks. And I am producing a vlog right now, so that will be a day-to-day vlog. And but I wanted to come to you here and now and tell you officially that the Tommy and Krystal podcast is officially canceled. And technically, Corona did have something to do with this, but because of Krystal's reason why she's so busy, because she's having to work somewhere now that has to make her work full time, and she can't get the right funds right now to be able to take care of her bills, so she has to get another job. So that means most of her free time is taken up now by going to have to work somewhere else now. So I appreciate everybody's support, that people that tuned in to the Tommy and Krystal podcast, or the Krystal and Tommy podcast, how we named it different ways. But I really do appreciate everybody that does tune in to our podcast. It means so much to me that everybody does tune in to yes, I feel your pain, Fluffy. I feel your pain that the sadly this epidemic has come over hard on people, and it has fortunately taken it so I can't do my podcast with one of my best friends. And I was looking forward to this Wednesday to doing the podcast, but sadly, because of this everything going on and her trying to make sure she has work, we can't do the podcast. And I'm sorry to be all gloom and doom here, but I just wanted to let you know that the podcast is officially canceled as of now. And there will be more content to come down the road of when things get back up in order. And I want to say thank you to everybody that is watching this live stream. And as always, folks, I am Tommy NC 2010, and I am keeping you on the inside fact. Subscribe, support, stay positive. Also, another thing is I want to let you know that I am doing $10 cameos. I will do a channel intro for you. I will wish you happy birthday. I think I posted the link somewhere on Twitter. I don't have the link here right now to give you, but Danny, if there was some way you can find that link for the cameo, if you could post that here in the chat, I would very much appreciate that. It's on Cameo, and but I do it for $10, $10 a cameo, and I wish you a happy birthday. I'll maybe try my best to tell a joke, but I just want to let you know that I am doing cameos for $10. And if you want one, come over and get one. Come get your exclusive Tommy NC 2010 cameo. I guarantee it, you'll love it. And I just did one for somebody today. It was his. I wished him a happy birthday message. But if here's the thing. Here's the exceptions. I will not say anything racist or negative. If I feel like there is some negative connotations to your cameo, I will not do it. Okay, I will refund you your money and not do your cameo. But if it's positive and you want me to do like a channel intro for your channel, and one thing about it is I'm not trying to be nitpicky here, but the thing is that I have to be able to understand the name of your channel so I can be able to say it, because I have to go into my email and paste your cameo and listen to it and then repeat it when I do my. But they are going $10 cameos right now, exclusive Tommy NC 2010 cameos. Go get them, folks. Go get them. Get them while they're hot. They're at $10 at some point. They may be going up to $20. So get them while the picking is good. And no problem, Danny. I understand. No problem, dude. You probably don't have cameo, so no problem, dude. It's chill. I appreciate you being here. I want to give a shout out to my moderator, Danny MT. He's got the muscle. He's got the brawn. And he's a world heavyweight hitter. He makes older men whiz their pants. And but honestly, And he makes, well, I've never met him in person, but I know he makes women freak out because you've seen this guy. I've seen pictures of the guy. The guy's humongous. The guy has massive muscles. I swear he'd probably pop my head in one of his muscles. My goodness. But yeah, $10 cameos there, and I just want to say, may the fourth be with you. I feel the strength in you, and I will crush you. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, folks. And as always, folks, I'm Tommy NC 2010, and I'm keeping you on the inside fact. Subscribe, support, stay positive. And go get those cameos if you want them. Exclusive Tommy NC 2010 cameos. And rest in peace to the Tommy and Krystal podcast. We will be back at some point with the podcast. And we will be back up and running with that whenever she is ready to do the podcast. So, folks, as always, thank you so much and have a good night.